kick him out.
I thought that was on the
What? Oh, it's teams?
I don't know, bro. I don't remember what you said.
No, this nigga answer it. Don't even know the answer.
John, did you try it?
Disappointed.
I did it, bro.
Yeah.
I did it.
Not record, screen sharing.
I did it.
Oh. My bad.
Bro, ain't been listening this whole time, bro.
No, I saw the record button pop up.
Man, that was so much aggression. Who's this? Ryan?
Bro, I am not trying to watch this PowerPoint.
Oh, this is about to piss me off. I don't know.
Ryan, I don't like your wallpaper.
Can y'all see it?
Yes, we can see it.
I'm just testing it out.
No, not really.
Dang.
I mean, it ain't zoomed in or nothing, but we can see it.
No, I can see it good.
Is this something you about to talk about? What
You got to slide through.
Numbers?
Bro, I did not come here for a lesson plan.
I can't see that shit anyway, bro.
You got to swipe over it in to see it.
What? No, I can see the thing. I can't see the numbers or anything because I'm blind.
I can see it. You got to swipe through, though.
I'm just letting you know that you making my eyesight worse than what it is.
Man, I just wanted to talk about, since the election happened last year, I saw a lot of stuff.
I got astigmatism in my left
That's too many numbers, bro.
Look, don't even look at all the numbers. Don't even look at the top.
Don't look at
I mean,
the
you
numbers.
showing us.
Yeah, what are we doing? Zoom in more.
Dang.
Ryan?
You said don't look at it.
What's wrong with that? You got all that space over there. Like, you don't even need that. You just showing it for no reason.
What space are you talking about?
You got 4 columns up that you don't even have anything in. So that's what I'm saying. You can zoom in as much as you want it.
You don't know what you're doing.
No, bro. This nigga gonna try to show it down. He one of them teachers that be having that little projector up, and they don't know how to put it on right. It always upside down.
Hold on. This second.
Exactly. You gotta walk them through it. No, it's upside down, Mr. Kendrick.
You done? Get out, Blake.
Means go ahead without me.
That's what he said?
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'll make this quick. Are we ready?
Are we still? What are you gonna be talking about?
I'm talking about.
This nigga got W4s in here.
God dang it, Blake! I'm about to tell you.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm serious.
I got overwhelmed.
This could be a 35-minute meeting.
Yeah.
I know. Explain first before we start recording.
I'm about to go to sleep.
I'm already recording, but he gonna keep it.
All right, go Ryan. I'm down. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna do an introduction.
No, I just want to hear what he got to talk about, so I don't have to ask all these questions when he gets to this.
There was a bunch of memes going on about Joe Biden's tax plan last week. So I was just going to show how taxes work. People think that since they make a certain amount, they look at a tax bracket and they say, "Oh, I want to get taxed 32%," but that's not really how it works. And I was just going to show what you really taxed on and
okay, that makes sense. Did you change, or was this what you was excited to talk about last week?
I didn't have anything last week.
He didn't have anything after the election.
No, after the election, you was excited about this.
The election.
Yeah,
I guess it hit me on Saturday.
He was lit about it too, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He came in a group chat lit about this. He was like, "Oh, I'm about to break it down for these niggas." All right, bro. We can do an intro. Who's doing it?
Oh, let me stop recording. Let me stop sharing my screen.
You about to go look at porn?
I was just testing it to make sure y'all could see it before.
Oh, let me get some chocolate milk first, guys.
And I'm the kid.
Huh?
This ain't it. This ain't it.
Who's TV on? Darius? I know it.
Mine. Oh, I can turn it down. Go ahead. I'm about to. Go.
All right, we back, guys, with another video. No, I'm joking. Let's go.
We're good. We ready?
Yeah,
I'll
ready.
bring us in, man. I'll bring us in.
Hey, bro, you better do it with some enthusiasm.
Kristen, you gonna stand up the whole?
First of all, I don't think that's the kind of enthusiasm episode today. But anyway,
Bro, shake them dreads, bro.
Anyway, whatever. Welcome to another episode of Recess. This our third episode that we're bringing to your airways, to wherever you podcast you're streaming from. Today we got, a smaller cast than usual, but that's all right. But we're gonna have Ryan start us off first with whatever he got to talk about. So Ryan, go ahead and take us away, man.
Appreciate it. Today I will talk about a boring topic, taxes. So last week I saw a bunch of memes about John's tax plan or whatever. I feel like there's a bunch of confusion on people paying taxes in general. So I just want to walk through a little quick spreadsheet to show what you're really paying in taxes. So I'm going to steal the screen if you all don't mind.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Take over, please. I'm ready for this. You about to teach me something.
I mean, you probably already know. It's just for people who don't know.
Nigga, I be going exempt.
All right. Can y'all see my screen?
I see it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm
looking
gonna
at the
go off
top.
what you say.
All right.
Just swipe over, man.
It's on there. I'm just gonna go by what he said. I already got context, bro. So,
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. My vision is going down as I look at this screen, but it's all right.
I ain't even gonna. I'm just gonna listen to what he got to say.
All right. You got your tax bracket, and it's a range of $0 to $9,700. You pay 10%. Then on up from there to $39,000, you pay 12%. When you look at that immediately, I know for me, you say, "Oh, I'm in this range. I need to pay 22% taxes during income tax time." But actually, that's not right. So if you scroll, I'm scrolling down to this calculator that I built. So if you put your income in, say you make $40,000, the standard deduction based on Trump's tax cuts back in 2017, you get $1,200 knocked off. This is for simplicity, of course. So your taxable income is $38,800 now. So now you gotta look at your tax bracket and see which range you fall under. So 38,000 falls under the 12% range. So you think you're gonna pay 12% of $38,800? Nope. Basically, so if we look at this little area down here, you see you pay, for the first $9,700, you pay 10%. And then within that second tier, the 12%, you pay $3,492. So your tax amount is $4,462. That's what you will have to pay during income tax time. So if you take $4,462 and divide it by 38,800, it's not 12%. It's actually, it's already calculated, 11.16%.
So just out of curiosity, just so we all brought up to speed. Well, never mind. I ain't even gonna say brought up to speed. Why do some people why do I'm gonna say Trump supporters got that narrative of Joe Biden raising taxes was gonna be the downfall of some things, or like they just didn't like his tax plan?
I have no idea. I think it just comes from like a party standpoint. Like he's a Democrat. I'm going to hate him regardless because it doesn't make any sense. Because they're not even going to reach 62%. Like making $400,000. It's like the way the tax system is set up. It's like that last dollar that you earn is taxed at that higher rate. But all the amounts before that are taxed at different rates based on the bucket system. It's a progressive tax system. So yeah, I don't understand it. So that's why I demonstrated it. Hopefully somebody who's a Trump supporter could see this. You can put any amount in here, and like if you make $400,000 based on the current tax plan, your effective tax rate is 28.69%. But the highest tax rate right now is like 37%. But even if you reach that bucket, you're not really paying that amount. So even the rich can't even complain about paying taxes or whatever. It doesn't make a huge difference.
You said the highest percentage is 37?
Yeah, right now. So you got to make over, what's that?
Nah, I was about to say, so I mean, are you saying period? Like, so if you was to put like, you know, like somebody who made 700,000 a year in there, it would still fall under the 37%?
Yep, the last dollar they earn, like in that like in this category, would get taxed at 37%. Like 700,000, you said.
$1 million?
So between Trump's tax plan and Biden's tax plan, who came out better as far as where we're headed, or who plan was looking the best as far as where we're headed, and I'll say what we're trying to reach after this pandemic is over?
I'll say the middle class would come out. Well, I don't actually know what the tax bracket will look like with Joe Biden's plan because he just said 62% for $400,000 and more. I don't know what type of amounts would fall under like 10% or 12%. I don't know what type of bracket it's going to look like. But if it looks like this and like 37 is flipped to 62% and it's like brought down to $400,000, the rich is just going to pay a little bit more money in taxes, but the middle class, it's basically no effect. So, yeah, it's just a big misconception about this tax system. I know I was confused until like I started doing stuff on my own, figured out, oh, I'm not really being taxed like 22%. It's really like 10% I'm being taxed.
I just think people was using the whole tax thing as a scapegoat.
Yeah, of course they didn't
That's
understand.
what I was thinking.
I mean, granted, I didn't understand. I don't get into all of that when it comes to politics and whatnot, as far as like tax planning and everything goes. But that excuse was just getting tossed around too many times for it to be something legit. So I just felt like, you know, this Trump supporter is using that as an anchor to kind of say why they wanted to vote for Trump.
Let's say we did. These just ain't gonna hide their racism.
Yeah. Yeah, taxes gotta be a front. I mean, and we need to pay taxes. So, I mean, your kids gotta go to school. You gotta drive on roads. You gotta have like.
Tell South Carolina that.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
You gotta
South
drive on roads.
Bro.
You gotta drive on roads.
Welcome to South Carolina.
But feel like
I got basketball nipples on my tires.
No, boy. Every time I come from there, I gotta get alignment. Check engine light come on.
They think they're saving money in South Carolina, but nope, it's going straight to the body shop.
Right, yeah, straight to the body shop, man. My car be dinging and everything. It be boom, boom, boom.
Oh, bro. But yeah, man, I would have to talk to you about all this whole tax thing on the side because I know I have hella questions.
Oh yeah,
But
that was just a quick overview. I mean, we can go in more
It's
detail about
definitely
it.
well, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how much detail we're gonna get in today, but we're gonna go on.
Yep.
well.
We're gonna go on until the next one. Now I don't know, John, if you want to take it away. Or you want me to go ahead and go?
You can go ahead and go, brother. You're already talking, brother, so I feel like it just makes sense.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all over the head with this one. I got two. Mine come with like 2 parts, and I'll give y'all time to answer the first one, but you kind of need the first one to, kind of answer your question on the second one. So hold on, let me go to my gallery on my phone real quick.
Oh, we got to do extra credit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I gotta use my work phone to get it involved and stuff.
Wow.
Now, I came across this meme where it's a picture on Instagram, and who Sue Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the GOAT.
Now she makes $115K a year, and she was the highest paid WNBA player. Well, I don't even know if it was Sue Bird, but the picture says the highest WNBA player made $215K. Steph Curry made $255K in 25 minutes. So my question is, do you guys think that when the equality card is pulled, should women be up there with the salary that men make? But my next question was, has society made the male the top dog? And when I say that, I mean not as far as money wise, but I mean I took a look on Google and I just typed in, do women serve the same prison time as men? And yeah, of course, that's, the numbers are lopsided. It says men receive 63% longer sentences than the average woman do for the same crime. And some women don't even get incarcerated for the same crime that men does also. So I guess my question is, did society make it that way to where it affects women in the salary role or the pay scale, to where, I know nobody probably has even thought about it like that, but at the same time, I was kind of just wanting to get a vision on why that may be possible. So I just want to get you guys' take on either the first question or the second question, or, if you got the answer for both of them.
Is your first question strictly based off the NBA or the NBA, WNBA?
Not necessarily. Like me personally, I think when it comes to some women, I think they're like women like Simone Biles and Serena Williams. I don't think they are. I think their endorsements get them to the money that they see. Well, I don't even know how much they make, but I'm pretty sure it's up there with some of the average guys in the league, I would say, or any league, anything like that. But most of that is coming from, like I said, most of that is coming off endorsements and everything. It's not a set salary like these guys in the league are making. But at the same time, when it comes to endorsements and everything like that, like, because I look at, a player like Maya Moore, she was sponsored by Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And she's getting her due diligence from Jordan. I think she's the only Jordan sponsor in basketball. I know I haven't looked it up, so I mean I don't really know. But at the same time, when it comes to endorsements like that, I think it's well deserved, especially if they're good, because game recognized game anyway. But at the same time, I mean, I know the revenue from their sports don't it just doesn't register like the male sport does. I don't know if that's because of time or, just based off the money coming in the league. But I mean, it's clearly obvious that they're not bringing it nowhere near as the NBA is. So there's just reasons, but at the same time, like I said, I just want to get you guys' take on what it is and what may be holding everything back.
Well, my personal opinion, I think it's just society.
Preston, you're mute.
Huh?
I didn't know if Preston knew he was mute.
I think it's just society at the end of the day, man. It's always, it's been the same way, when our grandmamas was coming up, this and the other, it was always the man was the head of the household. He provided for the family, the woman, took care of the children, this and that. So they've always been placed like lower, off of society. So I just think that, for most women, they would just never been able to like get that leg up because it's always like, oh, you want to work a construction job, don't worry about it because a man can do it. Or you want to want to be a doctor, don't worry about it because a man can do it. So I just think at the end of the day, it's just society as far as just in general. Now, as far as the sports are concerned, I think, especially with basketball, I think I think men make a lot more just because, no offense, but it's just more entertaining to watch. I mean, it's just much more entertaining to watch.
I'm about to say, there's no offense there.
Yeah, no offense at all, because I watch WNBA all the time. But if I had to choose between the best WNBA game and the best NBA game, I'm definitely gonna choose the best NBA game, hands down. So much more that can happen, in an NBA game. I mean, it's like I said, it's just more entertaining. And even with them, like the NBA game pulls in about 7,000. I think it's like 7,000 like people. When you got like your average NBA game, if it's packed, close to 20,000 people. I mean, it's like it's more entertaining. Plus, they're bringing in more. So I feel like if you want to make more, you just kind of got to bring in more. I mean, 7,000 people, you can't be making millions and millions of dollars when only having 7,000 people come to your games.
So it's all based on ticket revenue. That's how they get paid.
I was about to say that TV deals, I mean, I don't even think, like, be honest, I just think this year they just started to promote the WNBA. Like, you know what I'm saying, where they're putting them on the NBA platform and all that other type of stuff. I really kind of feel like the WNBA hasn't been doing a big job in, like, trying to get them more publicity also. So, like, I don't feel like it's just them where it has to do with athleticism and how entertaining it is. It's just the fact that, like, I feel like they not caring. Like, they just like come and play for us, and if people come and watch, they just come and watch. But with the NBA, I mean,
you can promote it, but you can't force nobody to watch. The product.
Yeah, but they could put more into their promotion though. Like they're. I didn't see one commercial until this year.
Nah, it's simple. I'm breaking down. So, like, men have their own category of what they good at and what they go make. Like, we're more physical. We can jump higher, do everything. So, like, we'll get paid more for doing our job. Even, like, if being a cop, we'll get paid more. So, women, they get paid more for, like, being a cook. Or I can take it to the low level. Like, if you're a stripper, girls go make more than men stripper. It's just because they want to see the girls more. So everybody have their own lane. Girls have their own lane. Men's go always have that dominant physical attribute.
But is that fair though? I mean,
it is what it is. It's reality. It's reality.
I think it's.
There's some dope ass WNBA players.
But they never be as good as a dude.
I think it'd be fair if like Sue Bird got paid like say she got like 5% of like what the team is worth, and Steph Curry also got paid like 5% of what the team is worth. They're gonna be different.
But what's
now.
she doing though? Why would you want to? Okay, she can be as good, but between the leg, between the step back shot, note and layup, fast break layup. Nobody really. It's entertainment, like you have John hit on the nose. It's entertainment. Professional sports is entertainment. You gotta be entertaining. not doing layups all day.
Just like I heard.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sell.
I mean,
It's kind of hard for them to sell their product when, like, you know, like I was saying, when it's exciting, but at the same time, it ain't no alley oop dunker. It ain't, you know what I'm saying?
true.
It ain't none of that. But I think that's what I think that's just a drawback from it. The only way I could see if there were changes if they did like a high school landscape where the girls played before the men did, before the, like, you know what I'm saying, before the NBA game. That's the only way I could see.
Yeah, I see it, bro.
Money like that.
I mean, yeah, that could work. That do
I know
sound
that
pretty
ain't gonna
decent,
happen.
though.
That's the
But
only
I ain't
way.
gonna lie to you. I wouldn't tune in until the Celtics played. I am not about to. I would still tune in late.
But the thing is, they will still get that revenue off the views and stuff, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I know
long
that ain't
ass
gonna
day
happen.
though.
Huh?
That's a long ass day though.
Well, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just hypothetically speaking of.
But yeah, I think Sue Bird is like really, she's really under. All the WNBA players are like underpaid. They need to be making like millions. They need to make it work.
See,
They can get paid. They can get
But
paid
they're not
more.
bringing in. They're
that's
not
hard to
bringing in
argue
that much.
because
That disparity is whoo.
that money is being made off the revenue of the team, though. So I mean, if you're not bringing in the product as far as a
then the company
entertainment
loses money.
standpoint,
Just go look at some
matter
of the
they gonna lose
highlights.
money.
Look at the.
yeah, I mean, like I said, it's because you gotta think like they bring. I mean, I don't know, man. I ain't want to sound disrespectful or nothing like that, but it's just like
speak how you
their
mean.
salaries is what the G League is to the NBA. So I mean, and it's based off the revenue the team brings. I mean, they crowd is like a G League crowd too, and
it's kind of
that's
different
what they make
too. Like they be riding in still Greyhound buses, staying in not the top hotels. I be hearing stories like,
Hold up.
dang, I'm
Aren't the
struggling.
Yeah, it's
WNBA
crazy,
Aren't
teams
they
man.
like,
affiliated?
aren't they
They're
owned
affiliated
by
with the
NBA teams as well?
I don't know all that. Like
What was the Charlotte team? Like, was it the Sting or something like that?
Yeah.
I know Derek
Weren't they like owned by
like, if he's like an owner or something like that with the Spark, I think, if I'm mistaken.
the Sparks? I think
Whatever
it's
the name
Sparks.
is.
I don't know. They folded, but anyway.
Bro, I mean, it's just the same to me.
But
I don't really.
You got Major League Baseball, you got Major League Baseball, and you got cricket. Like same concept, but at the end of the day, nobody playing cricket will ever make as much money as somebody playing Major League Baseball. There's no way.
I got a question. Would you rather watch girls beach volleyball or a WNBA game?
Bro, I'm on
That's
the volleyball.
Might
They're trying to carry the ball.
WNBA.
Now I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna do volleyball, but it's not because they're in bikinis. I think volleyball.
Yes, it is.
girls
Yes, it
volleyball
is. Yes, it is.
No, I think it's exciting. I used to love going to the games at Forest View. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to go to the games at Morris Hill.
I watch volleyball.
Now don't get me wrong. It's a plus. It's a plus to see their ass out. But at the end of the day, like I'm really there to see them play. I like to see volleyball. Like I'm actually into volleyball.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's just like I think it's more of an appreciation thing too, man. Because if I'm not mistaken, don't some women make more overseas than they would over here in the WNBA?
Yeah. So
overall,
after they finish playing WNBA, they going straight overseas because they get paid way more over there.
Man, I think they appreciate more over there. I mean, that's probably because they got less. Also, I mean, we got so much going on over here to where, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, you got the best of
I
the best.
mean,
You got when you have your NBA teams, your NFL teams, then you got your baseball teams. You know what I'm saying, that
women get paid in like
if you just out there wanting to be entertained, you might go to a WNBA game, but nobody has really been like, okay, well, let's go check out this game. I mean, I don't know too many people that's doing that, but
I mean, but aside from sports, women they get underpaid in like management roles of like just companies in general. Like they could have the same position as a guy and still get underpaid just because of their agenda.
Well, see, that's what my second question was about, like society and stuff like that. Like as far as when men get convicted of things, and then the women can turn around and do the same thing and either get less time or nothing at all.
Does race play a role in that stat too? What you said about
Race
men getting
Nah,
more?
I wasn't. I didn't look at it.
It does something though.
I just think that's how life is. How when it started, like it's just how it is.
My
I
thing
mean,
is the situation is like, okay,
True.
they want everybody wants for women to feel, but I ain't gonna say everybody, but I can say I want for stuff to be equal among men and women. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of women will want that on the front end, like where it's like getting paid more, making the same amount as men as the other. And then when we factor in that, hey, but it also means when you mess up, you get that same jail time that man got. I don't think they're gonna want it on the back end.
I ain't even gonna stunt. I would like to have a part 2 to this, man, asking our women the same question and see how they think, and just the direction of that question.
they could be with the girl power movement. They be like,
yeah, I was about
girls
to
could
say,
do
it won't be
this,
this
girls could do
conversation.
that.
Trust me. We over here picking
Nah.
up what we say.
Hey,
A lot of things about to fly out.
Y'all could be sleeping on the couch that night.
You ain't ruining my shit.
I'm all about equality, but I think when it comes to like, say like a boxing match or an MMA fight, I don't think it's good for like
I ain't gonna
men
lie
and
to you. Them
women to fight.
them women be going at it.
Yeah,
I
but
be impressed.
Yeah, like I said, like me,
and they get more
me personally,
submissions, so it's kind of more skilled than guys.
see, on with that, I mean, like as far as okay, I would separate the NBA and the WNBA aspect, but like okay, like work environment. Okay, I'm gonna throw USC in there because some women's fights be with the men. But me personally, if I'm on the same product level as you, I do. That's why I do feel like equality needs to come together. As far like what you were saying, Ron, as far as women having management positions and then not getting paid as much as men. Now that I do agree with that. That is unfair, but that's because I'm on the same equal stage as me. Like that don't have anything to do with like revenue as far as WNBA and NBA. So when it comes to that, like yeah. And even if like on what you were just not saying UFC, like women that be fighting on the same platform as men, like if I'm fighting on the same night you fighting, then I'm gonna expect the same money that you bringing in too. That I'm gonna see.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the part I'm kind of confused on and kind of ignorant about. But I don't know, man. I was just kind of curious about the direction of that question and the other part I had tacked on.
Only person to get paid like that is Ronda Rousey because like she taught. So you gotta sell it. Like you gotta sell it. You gotta talk all this junk like Mayweather. And only person I've seen in the women's that really do that is Ronda Rousey. Like she taught junk too.
Yeah, she talked a little
before
bit
the fights.
Ran across Holly. Holly gave it to
Yeah,
her.
it's still
yeah.
But she still made money though.
Yeah, true.
It don't matter.
Did still make money. Can't argue that.
Like Mark.
But yeah, we can bring a part 2 in there soon.
Yeah, man, because we need to further talk about that. That's a good one.
We ain't gotta do it right away and nothing like that.
Leave me out of it. No,
John.
Huh?
It's go ahead and take us away, John, on the last one, man.
Oh, okay.
My
fault. So I'm gonna be coming with the funny shit like that, but today I'm getting a little serious with it. I'm gonna talk about mental health issues in men, not only just in men, but mainly in Black men, because it's like shot extremely up, like over these past 10, 15 years. That used to be something that you never heard of, really with Black men. Then all of a sudden, I mean, it seems like every day now you always hear about one of these little Black kids like getting bullied in school, killing himself or killing herself, stuff like that, man. So I got like some statistics and stuff that I was reading, and it kind of like this ain't really I ain't asking y'all no specific question, y'all when I get done y'all can just chime in where y'all see fit, honestly. So In 2018, suicide became the second leading cause in Black children from 10 to 14. And also, yeah, it's just crazy. And what was oh, here we go. And from 2009 to 2018, overall in the US and like just overall population, there was 2 million suicides. 1 million of them was Black men. Just with that alone, man, you know. So, and the crazy thing is, in that same time frame, it was all men that were within the age of from 25 to 34, which we all fall within that category, you know, this and the other. So, you know, just with that being said, you know, and that's just a couple. I mean, I got some other facts, man, but that's just a couple. You know, it's like, I guess I do got a question. Like, I feel like why we as men feel like we can't, I guess, like express our emotions when we're going through something. Like, you know, we tend to hold it
We
in.
weren't raised like that.
Either you're going to explode on somebody, or you just go so tired of it that with some of these people, they just taking their life because they just can't deal with it no more.
It's like an unwritten law, unwritten rule that men are supposed to show their weak side. And like Ryan said, race like that been passed down. Like, oh, you don't supposed to cry. So like we try to hide our emotions. And with the rate of suicide, I think social media has a big part of that. And social media and the pressure of being successful at an early age, all that leads up to us doing something crazy and just thinking the world is over if you don't make it in that certain time frame.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of pressure on us. I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but also I was wondering, like, is this a statistic? Like, is these percentages coming off of people who are coming out of like prison and stuff like that too?
Now that part I'm not sure on. I just got this from like this huge like research website where you can go in, like it's like this, I forgot what the name of it was, but so I don't know if it's including them or not. I would assume so, just in general, because I
I
mean,
know. I mean, I've had a couple of family members who came out of prison and they just like kind of committed suicide because they thought they had nothing for themselves, and they had a whole lot of different other problems because of being in there for so long and things like that. So I was kind of wondering, like, how high is that? Because at the end of the day, like, that's a big factor when it comes to suicide rates in Black men too.
yeah, that's true though. Crazy thing is, another one of the statistics I had, it was just saying that like from ages 1 to 34, like the second most deaths among Black men are suicides. Like, so that's kind of scary, you know, because it's just like if they're not, you know, trying to kill us off in one way, it seems like that we're just kind of giving them the easy way out in another way. And I wonder, like, what can we do? I mean, you know, because we're all Black men, you know, even, you know, you got DeWan and Shay them who aren't here today, but, you know, they're all Black men. We all talk to each other every day. Do y'all feel like that if it was to that point, that y'all feel like y'all can come to one of us and actually say something?
You got to, man. Cause
Yeah,
It depends
some
on the
moments,
person.
man, you some moments you can lose yourself, man. But then, you know what I'm saying, you got if you don't have anybody to fall back on, man, that's you really gonna feel like you all alone. And it's you know, a good thing you got, you know, got guys like y'all, man. If anybody, if it was any one of us going through it, I would expect whoever's going through it to at least reach out to one of us in the group or somebody, because I mean we've been fortunate enough to be friends for so long. If you didn't come to somebody, it would have to feel like a slap in your face, or not necessarily a slap in the face, but you'll feel like, if it was me, I would feel like, you know what I'm saying, maybe my friendship wasn't as valuable as I thought, because at your lowest point, you know what I'm saying, you didn't reach out, or you didn't feel, maybe you just didn't feel like anything could, anybody could help. So I mean, with me, I don't know, man. That's kind of it's tough to even talk about, because you know what I'm saying. I don't necessarily. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm pretty sure our paths wasn't what we thought it was. But at the same time, we've all grinded to get where we are now, and I can't speak for y'all and say, what I'm saying, if you guys don't think you're successful, but at the same time, it ain't nobody's giving up. Nobody in this group has given up. Everybody's still grinding. Everybody's still doing what they got to do. And I think with you even reading that stat out like that, that's a testament to all of us, because that's showing that we haven't given up. You know what I'm saying? We've still overcame things that hasn't been played out, or the things that we didn't think we would be doing. But at the same time, I mean, we're still here. We're still here battling. And I don't know, man. Like I said, it's tough to talk about, but I don't know, man. Unless you really go through it.
To pick up what he was saying. Like, I know we laugh all day, but when it's time to get serious, we'll hit that switch, and we'll like make sure you good, and then to help you, we'll try to make light of it, make you laugh a little bit, so it can help you. Like, so if, like he was saying, if any one of y'all don't come to us, like one of our brothers recently had something going on, and we was like, bro, say it. What's going on? Like, we need to know, so make sure you good. So at the end of the day, any one of us, we got to make sure we good and know that you can talk to any one of us, and don't hide it. Don't keep it inside.
Yeah, that's why I'm always texting in the group chat. Y'all know, it's like my outlet. It like keeps me like cheerful or whatever. But like, if I'm not texting in the group, it's like, dang, I gotta focus on like real life stuff. Like, I'm a dad. You gotta make ends meet. You gotta pay these bills constantly. Like me, I'm sensitive. I'm like trying to like make sure everybody likes me or whatever. Make sure I don't say the wrong thing. It's just like it's like that voice in your head just keeps talking to you, whatever. And I'll say I like I went to like a little dark space like before the group chat. I was just like, what is going on? Like, this is life. Like, all I do is wake up and go to work, and I'm always having these thoughts of like, you're nothing. Um, it's like when you're a kid, you have like these aspirations of like, well, for me, of course, I wanted to go to the NBA. I mean, of course, that's not going to happen. I'm like, well, what do I do now? So it's good to like have a group, like people you can lean on. And like for me, it was helpful to like get married and have a wife who taught some sense into your head, because I don't know, like individually, I don't know where I would be without everybody in my life. And I wish everybody out there who's going through something would have the same like group that I have, but that's not the case, and it's hard to speak on.
Yeah, mental health is really serious. I've had my time of going through depression, and I had my time where I just felt like I wasn't like able to do anything or be able to, satisfy my needs or get to where I wanted to be and stuff like that. I got really like down on myself. Like, I think it was probably like 3 years ago or whatever, where I felt like I wanted to take myself out. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I did get that far, but while I was going through depression, I never had like experience with depression, so I didn't know like what I was going through at the time. So until like it was to a point where I could like grasp myself, actually an event happened. And then that's when I found out that like, oh, this is depression. Like, I'm actually going through it, and stuff started happening. I did reach out to some of y'all, and I was like starting to talk then. But during the time period, I was not talking to anybody. And it wasn't because I didn't think that like you all wouldn't hear me out or wouldn't be there for me or anything like that. I just felt like I didn't know what was going on. So I was more confused than anything because it was my first time ever going through depression. It's not like, I mean, I've never been through it. I mean, it had to do with like what Ryan was saying, like life, this is life. Like, how am I be able to do this? How am I be able to do that? You know, I was losing jobs. I was losing all types of other stuff. And just things was like caving in on me. And I felt like I was, you know, my back against the wall and I had nowhere else to go. I mean, it's definitely something serious, and it's something that you should, like, you know, speak up on if you catch on to it really quick. Also, I also went to a therapist for a couple of months. I'm not even gonna say it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't like going to therapy, but it was good for me. But at the end of the day, it kind of comes to what you were saying, like we don't, as men, we don't like to talk about our feelings. But it did switch me into like starting to express myself a little bit more and not holding back as much, you know, because I mean, I got to a point in time where I wasn't talking to nobody. I just sit by myself and not wanting to do nothing, didn't want to go to work, didn't want to talk to my mom, didn't want to talk about anybody, like my sister, brother, any of y'all. Like, it's really serious. And like I said, if anybody's going through it out there, you know, just speak up on it. Just at least express something about it. Because at the end of the day, like, it's something that you don't want to go through, and it's definitely something you don't want to linger with.
Oh yes, it's hard to recognize, Blake, and I'm glad you're good now. So
Yeah, man, that's definitely tough, man. Like,
yeah,
I think we. Well, I ain't gonna. Yeah, I can't. Well, I can't say for y'all, but I mean, I have. I ain't gonna say thoughts. It's one of those things that you going, especially if things ain't going your way. And I'm kind of I'm more of the in the moment person. Like, no matter how things may look in the moment, there's no guarantee it's gonna be that same way going down the road. And I think that's the added motivation sometimes. And then sometimes I just be like, well, let's see what happens. And I think that be more of the gambling side that comes out of me and stuff like that. But it's nothing like, it's not a gamble where I'm, you know, taking chance on life or anything. It's more of today didn't go that way. Let's see how tomorrow goes, because, you know what I'm saying, it could be better. So you might have 2 days where they might be some of the worst times of your life, but who's to say the next 4 ain't gonna be the best time? So I kind of look at it like that. Even if I'm down at any given moment, man, I can just look at my daughter. Yeah, that's 5 minutes ahead of time, man. And I'll be like, man, you know what I'm saying? What I was stressing about in the past, it doesn't even matter no more, because I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm still trying to go and, you know, proceed in the future. So, I mean, like I said, it's kind of different from me. Now, granted, I have, you know, you have those moments and like, for example, when I knew sports was done, like as far as my knee goes, man, I think I was at the lowest in my life because I felt like my goal wasn't accomplished. As far as I set my goal as low as just being like, all right, man, let's just play a college game. And that didn't even happen because things had went south. So at that point, man, I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, this ain't nothing left for me. But there's always, if you allow yourself to see what's ahead, then I think that's more of a pick me up. It might not be the full motivation you need, but at the same time, you're giving yourself a chance. And I feel if you always give yourself a chance, you know, just don't never say that nothing's going to happen or change is not going to happen, because then you're putting a cap on what the potential could be. So I mean, that's how I just look at things when it comes to depression or, anxiety or, just things in that direction.
You know
Yeah, I
what's
try to like analyze. Oh, go ahead.
you wanna go?
Oh no, you go ahead.
Like, see, like for me, like it was completely opposite for me. Like I was the one who I always used to think like mental illness. I was like, yeah, that's somebody who soft. Like you weren't raised like I was. Like I ain't had no room to be mentally ill growing up. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, you go outside, oh, they picking on you. Nigga, you better say something back. Don't come back to that's just how I was brought up. But not until about a month ago when I got in that real bad car accident. Like not until then did I realize like how real mental health was. Cause like I was in a spot where it was just like at some points I wasn't even all the way there. It's like Olivia come downstairs talking to me, Ryan come downstairs talking to me. It's just like they talking. I can see them talking, but I can't hear nothing they saying. Like, cause I'm way somewhere else. Like going, like going through a traumatic experience like that. I've been in a wreck before, but like nothing to the caliber of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. I mean, bro, I was on the like first 4 days, like I was on the couch. I sat in one spot. I did not get up. Not one time. I wasn't talking to nobody. People blowing my phone up. Y'all was like the only ones who I like told y'all I got in the wreck. I sent y'all the pictures of the car. And that was it. Like I didn't, so I didn't, after like the 4th day, I had got up and I was just like, I just realized at that point, like how real, like mentally something like in a split second can have you from normal to like a completely different person. You see these people in these crazy houses and how like you can be talking to them till you blue in the face and it's like they don't hear you. Like they see you talking, they know that you're there, but they don't like you don't really hear them because you're way somewhere else, your mind is somewhere else. Like you're thinking, like how did I get to this point? Why am I at this point? Type thing like that. So it was like for me, like and no, disrespect to nobody who has mental health issues, but for me, up until like a month ago, it was always a joke. It was like if you come to me, tell me you have mental problems, you get picked on in school, you better find some jokes to tell back. But now it's like, well, I've dealt with it and I realized how real and how important it can be. I realized how low you can go. So now it's like, I understand, so now if that conversation, that situation approaches me again, I know how to properly handle it. That's why, I mean, even with these stats, just because one thing I didn't tell y'all as far as the stat thing from 2001 to 2019, 182%, it was a 182% increase of death among Black youngs. Like, so, and we all, for the most part, we all got children, but you're a coach though. So, you got kids too, what I'm saying? And, it's kind of rough reading a stat like that because it's like, man, these kids is having these issues before they even able to go to, even able to drive, before they even able to go to prom. Like, oh, they having these issues elementary school. It's like you got kids going home, hanging themselves, or finding a gun and killing themselves, all because it's like a cry for help, but nobody was there to help them when they was crying, type shit like that. So I don't know, man. It's just like I said, like just like y'all said, it's rough to talk about, just because
Oh yeah.
it's just rough.
To answer your question, you said what can we do? From my perception, I got the best perception, I think, of being a teacher, seeing all the kids. Like, you got to have the right people in the right situations, the right teachers that really want to be there for the kids, and like have Big Brother program. Just people that they really love what they do and really love helping the kids. Because I know some people, some teachers that they be having attitudes all day just because a student did this, student did that. Yeah, they kids. Just talk to them. And
They're
they
going through
kids, they
something
gonna make
too.
mistakes. Huh?
That the teachers might be going through something.
That too. And try not to bring what you're going through to the kids. They don't have nothing to do with that. So if you're not right, you're not ready that morning, you talk, pray or something, or just don't come to school because that can affect another kid.
That's one thing I had to learn.
Yeah, I
I
just
think
think
I had to learn that, like, and I learned it just from reading after that I had the accident. It's literally like kids go through stuff too, and it's like you don't look at it that way. Just because when we was kids, we didn't go through that. You go to school, you talking junk about me, I'm talking junk about you back, and then we just gonna go our separate ways. Like the kids they're not built the same anymore. You know, kids deal with more emotion and stuff like that. So, like just hearing, like I heard this lady say that she was like, you got to realize like kids deal with stuff too, and like that just
we didn't
hit.
have social media back then either.
Yeah, MySpace, but it wasn't popping like that.
Yeah.
man, the way I think my whole thought process, man, I think you like in life you have more downs than pick me ups, and that can be like depression from weight gain, depression from hair loss, depression from just everyday life. I mean, me personally, I just think you have more lows than high in your lifetime. But I just think when it's like that, you can't have it beat you up or overpower you.
That leads to the question of like, why don't we focus on like our wins? Like I never focus on my wins. I don't even know what a win is in my life.
Because
Because
wins don't hit is different. Like wins don't hit as bad as the bads do. Like the bads leave scars. Like wins don't do that. So like when you go through stuff like that and like stuff start to happen to you, you don't want to go back to it. So it kind of stays right there in your head. So that you're like conscious about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It won't let it happen. It's more of a stressful type feeling rather than when your wins, the wins come and then you think about it, you be like, yeah, I love when that happened. But at the end of the day, it's like a quick feeling. It's not like something that you dwell on.
And just to kind of piggyback off that, I think it's all around your definition of what you consider as a win. I mean, your losses can be crazy, but at the same time, what is your true definition as a win? So like if you was to say, I got into this wreck, yeah, your loss is gonna be, damn, I ain't got no car. But if let's just say you don't even think there's a win in the outcome, like your biggest win is the fact that you're still alive. But you don't think about that though, because in the given moment, that big loss is the fact that you lose out of your car, but you ain't even thinking about the staying alive part. So that's just how I kind of flow with my
I think
my whole.
You can say
we
that,
don't
but
celebrate.
go ahead, bro.
I said we don't celebrate the wins because it's little wins. It's like
Yeah.
baby wins. We can't rest until we get our big goal, the big win. Like we still grinding every day until we get that big win. So we want
It's
to
like
work
that
out.
win gotta be times two.
Yeah. So like, and then also being a man, like you got to provide, you got to protect, you got to do everything. So if you got a family and stuff like that, like just like him getting into that wreck, losing a car and stuff like that, you're thinking about how you getting to work, how you gonna get money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lose so much money sitting on this couch, and all this other stuff is coming in your head. Other than you thinking like, man, I'm still alive, bro. Let's get it.
It's like
you know
your 5 losses on top of that one win.
Yeah. So it's kind of it's definitely a deep thought that's going through your head. But I mean, I still think you process the staying alive part, but I don't think that's reality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that don't hit as hard because you
because
just
in your mind it's like you didn't win, you're still in the ball game.
Yeah. You just
Yeah, I think I read something like it was a while back. It was something I don't know exactly, but it's something like you win $20, but if you lost like $5, you're focusing more on that $5 loss than that $20 gain.
Of course.
And I know that's true for
Bruh,
me.
let me
It's
tell
just
you,
like
bro.
that, man.
That's how
This game is it's long. I'm in like my 5th overtime right now. I'm just ready to win, bro.
Yeah. Because the game gonna keep going regardless.
They playing good defense
Checked
right
in
now,
or
bro.
not.
In reality,
If
we
you
only
checked
in the
in or
second
not, the
quarter,
time's
bro.
still going.
We
No
only in the second
timeouts.
quarter of life,
No
bro.
timeouts.
No. Like I said, it is a hard thing to process. And like I said, being a man also it's big because, like I said, it's a lot of weight on your shoulders. I mean, like I said, me going through what I had to go through, I was just trying to be a man. And at the end of the day, I also was feeling like I couldn't be a man because I wasn't taught that when I was younger, because at the end of the day, I didn't have that father figure in my life. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, I didn't need that. I had to overcome that. And I also want to say, like, depression also can come from, like, not loving yourself. Like, you should take time to love yourself. Like, make sure that you love yourself to the utmost. Like, because at the end of the day, if you don't, then it's definitely going to be a big problem for you.
I can't stand myself.
We know.
I mean, just being real, I'm like, man, I can be
You
a
can't
better
say
person.
that. You can't say things like that when we're talking about this.
But listen, Ron, for real, on the real though, Ron, like, some people will want to be in your shoes, bro. Like, you got a good job, good family, but you don't look at yourself like that. Like, we look at yourself, you probably more successful than half of people your age, bro.
That's all. Yeah, that's the toughest part to think about, because, like, right now we in this pandemic, and I'm pretty sure if there was to be a study, like, I would think those statistics will be a little bit higher, because we've been in lockdown this whole time. But I can't even complain because I've been working through this whole thing, and I hope I ain't caught the virus, and I've been out here walking around and everything. But at the same time, I mean, I'm still going, you know what I'm saying? So I can't even feel depressed. I gotta rejoice in the moment. I gotta feel blessed in everything I've been doing, because I still been able to grind. I've still able to been providing and everything. Can't complain. So
yeah, it's always good to look at the upsides.
yeah. But like I said, it's so hard because it feels like when stuff goes wrong, you get knocked 5 back, and when you feel like it's okay, you only going up 1 step. But then as soon as something go wrong again, it's like getting knocked down 5 times.
Yeah,
Bro, every time I'm 2 steps ahead, I be good. Next thing you know, knocked back down. Like, dang, bro, why is it always happening to me, bro?
and the
Yeah,
best
bro, it's crazy,
world
man.
was like when that happens to you and you got it all under control. Because when all this started happening, my job was like, nah, we're not working. We can't work this, and this. They didn't know exactly what was going on. So they was like, and we're not paying y'all either. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, bro, I need money. Like, what you mean you're not paying?
So you wasn't working.
I wasn't working for like 3 months straight. And what's crazy is, like, my savings and everything, like, wasn't getting too low and everything like that. I was still holding down everything. I did change up how I was buying stuff. I mean, of course, I couldn't just go on Amazon to buy whatever I wanted to and all that other stuff. But I was holding everything down. And then when we started working again, I'm just like, man, I did great. Like, fuck all that y'all talking. Like, some of them people, I'm not gonna lie. It was a couple of guys there. They was just like, man, I almost lost my house, this, and this. And I was just like, if I wasn't saying like fuck them, but at the end of the day, I was just like, wow, I'm doing really good for myself. You know what I'm saying? For me to be able to go through all this, and then, 3 months of not working at all and, like, staying afloat.
And I mean, like, aside from like what we're talking about, that's why the government should be like ready to throw a lot of money at the people they like root for. Like,
They need to take this student loan away, boy.
I know. Just did you see? Did anybody else see on Twitter, like, how much the student loan has got up to? Like,
you're
not getting that money. Like, go ahead, get rid of it. Like, it's not happening. Like, I'm not paying it. Well, I don't have to pay it no more. But I'm just saying.
Okay, my little
they got their hand out, boy.
I couldn't even say the number. It was
back
so
on that $5 month plan.
That don't even work,
get
bro.
you with that, knowing good and well that $5 is going to go for the rest of your life.
But
my chicken, I already know. I'm like,
but yeah, if somebody's like
appeal.
If somebody's watching this, is depressed or whatever, and like want to know like how one of us got through depression or whatever, I'll just say like my biggest thing of getting out of it. Well, for me, I had Eli, had a different focus on life. I had somebody to live for, but aside from that, just distracting yourself with some little small thing. Like it's like go for a run or like start exercising or I don't know, watch.
Control what you can control, man.
Yeah,
Chance, man.
Go back to your first love. Like if you play basketball, go to the gym and shoot some shots. They'll release some stress. Or you play football, just go out there throw the do the stuff
man.
that being a
Give
kid.
yourself a chance, bro.
And
I didn't have a kid when I was depressed at the time, but basically my biggest thing was you all, like, y'all, I mean, we had the group chat going on, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't in it as much, but just like seeing how much, you all was doing, and then like if I wasn't showing up, how many times y'all would be like, where Blake at, or this and this, it's basically like the friends, because at the end of the day, like I tell everybody, it's like we all got something going for us and stuff like that. Like we're very successful guys, and I kind of hold that high, because at the end of the day, I just be like, we always, are in tune with what's going on. And are you working? Where you working at? Hey, bro, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So like seeing that all the time was kind of like hard for me to be like, oh man, like, it's over. Because I had y'all, basically checking up on me all the time. I'm not gonna lie, during the time period, Darian probably was on my ass the whole time, like just talking. Like I think we was like hanging out a little bit more or whatever and stuff like that. So it's kind of like I said, just having friends. And I think Preston came in town and stuff like that. It just made me, feel better about myself, because I was just like, man, I got friends, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. We got a good group. Like even when we was in high school, like none of us got jealous of another person. Like one of us, like nobody got jealous. We all,
because y'all was all together.
Because you was way over there.
No, man.
You could have came to the house parties. You could have came and hang out.
Now.
You could have came record rap videos. Like it seemed like we all had our own time. Like it'd be like three of us together, and then we see them. The next week be the other three together, and then it is fun times. Remember, like only time we got in a fight, me and DeWine, it was basketball.
I mean, you're going to get into arguments if you like close to people or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to say.
Expect
Excuse me.
Yeah, man.
When Ryan tried to get me, talking some 1, 2, 3 sticks, trying to make everybody. He said, I saw him over there talking too. I got
that was an ass, bro. What, boy?
I guarantee you.
He probably whispered in everybody's ear. He probably whispered in everybody's
And you come up with a lot of ideas on that bench.
Ron didn't even let the game in, bro. He said, yeah, we gonna get him, bro.
He said we gonna get him. That's all he was worried about. Not if y'all won.
Too much time sitting. Too many thoughts.
But see, I bet you, had there been somebody else, he would have had your back. Because I remember we was hooping at the church. Cause old buddy had hit me in my eye. Boy, Darian was hot. Boy, Darian was gonna jump on him in the church. Cause
bro, like, look, man, it's to a point where I've been around y'all so long, man. It's like you damn near about to go to war. So shit, man. It's just.
But that is true though, because even when Darian jumped out, I didn't even see it, and I still was walking up like, "What's going on? What is?"
That man was like, "I ain't stop talking about it."
He hit me, just like that night at Phoenix, bro. When Blake got thrown out, at the time it wasn't no help. It was like, get this nigga so he won't get it.
Oh, bro, chill. Hey, I am happy. Whoever pulled me off. I'm happy because I was about to get decked in the face, and I was about to be face down.
Let me get him.
I'm talking about world star, bro. I have never seen somebody come in with a kick like that at the beginning of an MMA fight, bro.
I had to grab his foot around his shoulders, bro, like this.
Bro, my man's, when he took me out, bro, you should have seen the face. I made eye contact with Darian and DeWine on the way out the club. And I gave him this face like, bro, I can't believe I'm getting kicked out and I ain't even getting in the fight, bro. I just ran to go see who was fighting. And then next thing you know, what's crazy is that's also what pissed me off. The dude that was taking me out, he was shorter than me. He was just a little stocky, bro. And I was just like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I started acting hard when I got to the door. I was like, get off.
Hey, bro, I walked outside, I seen Blake in that scuffle, bro. I'm like, I don't know nobody in there.
They started fighting over there. I was like, they got me kicked out the club, not knowing that the club was about to get closed in 5 minutes.
That joint had me tripping, bro. And I seen but I was like, bro, let me go get him, bro.
I'm talking about straight snatch me. I was about to be knocked out.
I mean, that's all.
For the look you gave after was hilarious, bro.
Hey, because I heard y'all.
But yeah, man.
I feel like I heard y'all.
Yeah, I don't know if he was yelling for you, but I just know I had
Bro,
to come
like
get
I
you,
heard the one like say, "Get Blake." Like that's all I heard.
That's what it was, bro. Because that scuffle was a little bit too much for us to jump in, bro. So
Hey, it was a lot of niggas. I ain't even know who was fighting who. I just seen the nigga that was fighting in the inside, and I was like, bro, I gotta get Blake in.
well,
I started hitting him in the ribs.
I saw the aiming point that much.
Hey, I started hitting him in the ribs, and then next thing you know, snatched up.
Oh, that man had the ball on the tee, but he was ready.
Who was it now?
Bro, he about to take me out, bro.
Oh, bro. He better be straight Graham Gnu.
Memories.
Oh, shoot, man. But yeah, man, just to get back on the I'm not really, I can't say I'm not worried about y'all, but you know what I'm saying? If anybody need to say something or talk, you know what I'm saying? You might, now granted, you might get the father side of me because I don't see the side of y'all for y'all to be going through stuff like that. But even if you know what I'm saying, you got something on your mind or you need to talk, that's going for me too, man. Even if I got to get some things off my chest, because you know we ain't living in the perfect society. You know, something. You know, anything can happen with us still being in this pandemic. But just say something, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't hold it on you. Don't make it sense. Don't let it take control over you, man. Just like I said, control what you can control and give yourself a chance, man. That's all that matters.
Check on your people, man.
We are right here trying to get in the grind. Huh?
I was saying, check on your people too, man. People y'all ain't talk to, you know. I mean,
damn.
Issue with them, but you know, there might be somebody out there, family, friend, this and another, who just need that, hey, you straight, you know, type thing, you know, because I see people go through stuff all the time, you know, and I can be honest and say, only most of the time I don't say nothing to them. It's just like, oh, then they're going through it, they get through it, you know. Then you could see next week on the, you know, on the news, on Facebook, or RIP such and such. Oh, what happened? Oh, they committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? So you never know how just the smallest, hey, you straight, or hey man, what's up? You know, how you been? This and other can change the whole course of somebody going through something like that.
Yeah, man. Me personally, man, I just laugh too much, man.
Well, I do too.
Yeah, if I'm at work, I'm laughing. I'm with y'all. I'm laughing. Y'all see, like I'm like Ryan, man. We talk so much throughout the day. It's kind of hard for me, you know, to feel down or anything like that, man. So, like I said, man, I don't know. It's, y'all know something wrong with me, man, because I'm gonna let you know.
For sure, me. Anytime y'all see me not smiling, not laughing, you know something wrong with me. You better check up on me quick.
Yeah, we already know.
That nigga lost the game.
Nah, it's about a game. About a game. Leave me alone. If we losing, it's about a game.
So we're pressing through the clipboard again.
Yes.
But yeah, I go out here and punch a bag nowadays. Gotta let this stuff out.
Brian posed the straightest jab I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, they're trying to be Rocky.
I ain't never seen somebody be that flat. Punchy.
Hey, that was my first time. I improved.
He's just out there. That's all that was.
I was just testing it out. I was testing it out.
I watched that tutorial video.
Let me go rock a sock him a little bit. Like.
Hey, y'all had me rolling,
I
bro.
improved.
Y'all had me dying yesterday. Ryan, I was laughing all night at that night quit.
I
was like, am I the only one that see that?
That picture, man. I don't know why that was so funny.
I had to slow it down. For one thing, for you to send us that damn live picture, knowing that we was gonna make it go live, that's what had me dying.
I saw the icon in the corner. I said, let me mash this, but it got to the end. I said, what?
That would have been the worst ever, for one thing. Try to knock yourself out with NyQuil so you don't feel it. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, I might be asleep before I do this.
I know, right? He ain't gonna have enough energy. He gonna be like,
He ain't finished the job.
I'm telling you.
And then when John was talking about that food waste, bro.
Like, I remember the water weights back in the day, cuz that's back what they look like.
Bro, I had some of them when I was like 8.
I took a double look. I said, he's right.
Oh, them
Those
things
things
is
is not
like-
heavy, Ryan. If I see you in there struggling,
I struggle.
Ryan, I had that same setup, man. I know what that is, though.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. So you had the same setup. How old were you?
Say what?
How old were you? You had that set up?
Oh, I think I was 15, 16.
Oh, okay.
like I said, that's the ones that just stayed in your room. Eventually, the water will evaporate out of them.
Look,
Hey, he be thinking he be working out. Like, damn, I'm getting stronger. This way getting lighter.
Danny didn't have the struggle that I am today.
The water ran out.
Curling uneven. The water over
Right
there
arm
splashing
stronger.
away. I'm telling you, that was the worst, bro. That bench was terrible. That
Who
bench
said the
was
water
shaky.
ran out?
That bench was replay, boy. Good gracious.
What? That thing was put together terribly. Ryan, you shouldn't have never did that.
I bought that so I can have
And the
weight
fact,
on
bro,
the heavy
and
bag.
the fact he had the weights on the little stand, so the stand would be even, bro. I was like, I know that stand still shake.
Yup.
I was
Light
dying.
punches.
Oh, man.
I'm setting up my gym, man.
Oh,
Work in progress.
Yo, Jim.
Get rid of them.
Wasting time.
shoot, bro.
He said wasting time, Preston.
We got a treadmill on the way.
You're going to be the only person
Oh,
who gives a shit.
I know that bar was so small.
Only hold
He
like
said no resource.
I had to supplement it with some push-ups.
You spent too much money on that punching bag. That's what that was.
Oh, man.
Punching bag, crazy, man.
I bet that nigga was like, I got a punching bag. I can go less on the weights.
Oh,
Them weights expensive.
It probably
you got to
came
put
free
water in
with
that
the
punching bag, too, don't you?
I wish I could.
The weights came free.
Oh, man.
All right, man.
All right, man. I'll go ahead and close this out, man. That'll be the benediction
Water weeks.
of this latest episode of Recess.
Lead us in prayer.
I'm not going to do that because I'm not even going to play with that because my mother watches this, all right?
Mine do too, and she will say so.
But yeah, again, that will close us out for another episode of Recess. We'll be back to you guys airways in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Hopefully we get the full cast back on. But this was a good episode, man. I really like this one, guys, man. I think we got some good information now. It's just all out good episode, man. But all right, y'all, man. That'll do for us. Y'all be easy, man.
Hey, y'all take care.